Hi there, my name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer or the kids' room or the garage. You know how we've been doing it. Thank you so much for your partnership in this ministry and for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way. You are rocking it, and thank you for the love that you're sharing. You're sharing with your congregation and your kids and your families. You're rocking it. And sometimes they forget to tell it to you, so let me be the one. Thank you. All right, so this text, holy moly, there are so many ways you could go, so many directions. I've done children's sermons on this before, and you can take a look if what I'm talking about today doesn't really spark an idea, or maybe it sparks an idea and you go in a different direction like we do so many times. And then you can go... you can search up and see what's going on. But today, all of this stuff seems to... It's like a funnel that comes down to this idea of Jesus is the one we listen to, because Jesus' words and the word is trustworthy and true. So I'm looking at a couple of different items. I actually have it's a shot glass. I actually use it for magic. I put a die in this, but a shot glass or a smaller glass, or you could use. We've used it for children's sermons before. A small traffic cone, or you could actually, if you have a big traffic cone, you could use it. I might use my hearing aids. I actually don't have them in here right now because they're charging, but I wear hearing aids, and so that using that as a possibility. The idea is things that help us hear better, things that help us listen and hear the word. And so this would be used, the idea of putting it up against a door and leaning in like this, and then you can hear what's going on the other side of the door. Causes the entire door to be like, add to amplification. You can hear that with another, or any type of glass that you hear up there. It's an old spy trick. Ooh, I know the secrets that are happening on the other side of the room. Anyway, so you've got that. Or the traffic cone, it's like one of those old-timey hearing aids. You can watch the river runs through it, and one of the times there's a guy who's got this, got kind of like the little, he puts it in his ear, and it comes up here like this, and you can hear, and he goes, eh. Little point of fact, that guy was a friend of my grandmother's. Yeah. In Montana. But there we are. I don't know his name. My grandmother did. But still, you got the river runs through it. You can see it and get an idea what I'm talking about. But helping us hear one another and listen. And we listen to Jesus because Jesus is the Word. And we listen to the Word because Jesus is trustworthy. And we believe that. And that's what our faith tells us, because this is Jesus Christ. So there's that. So you can do, that's one direction. And both of these springboards have to do with hearing and listening and paying attention. Perhaps if you are if you know ASL, you could talk about, that's another way of speaking and hearing in a different language, and that ASL, American Sign Language, where you can do that. A shout out to Sue Ellen and the gift that she brings to the church. But so there's that. The other direction I'm thinking about is the telephone game. If you don't know what that game is, it's where you whisper something to someone's ear, and then they whisper it into someone's ear, and then they whisper it into someone's ear, and as it goes around and it comes back, they tell, that last person in the line tells you what they heard, and it is hilarious how that has changed throughout that time. And the idea, so we talked about how it can be hard to listen. It can be hard to hear. It can be hard to pay attention and that. And so we also talk about how it's important to lift up our words to God and ask God for help in listening, when we listen to our neighbors, when we listen to one another, and when we listen to Jesus Christ. And because we will hear different things where we're like, did Jesus say that? And certain things that rest, if it's not based in love, it's not based in Christ. That's just period. And so this, we have the ways that we can see if we're listening and hearing Christ correctly, and So some of this can go into the larger sermon, but I'm using the idea of listening, things that help us, and that we can ask for God for help in listening, and because throughout all of this, it seems that's the thread that I'm getting is the idea of listening. All right. Hope this can be useful for your own children's sermon. I hope for your own work around this. Thank you so much for being here. You are rocking it. Thank you for your partnership in this ministry. And may your day be full of joy. May you be extra gentle on yourself. And on this day, may you experience and share kindness with a stranger. All right? Peace. We'll see you next time.